Greetings, all. Hope you're doing magnificent on this day, whichever day it happens to be that you're watching this. This is Illuminate the Oracle. I thank you so much for returning. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. What took you so long? I do want to get like a no contact reading to kind of just see what the energy is looking like for the day. Um, I don't know where you are, but I definitely felt it. Very heavy energy this today. um, and I think I'm still kind of working through those emotions, really. So I'm kind of curious, filming to kind of see like what's going on. So hmm. Let's do hit and choose real quick. I don't know. This may be triggering, but we're gonna do it together. Okay. Oh, see, already off the back, but I haven't shuffled nothing yet. But as we both know, I am not the one for you, right? Already a triggering start, but we haven't shuffled yet, so let's get to it. If it pops out again, it pops out again. All right. Father God, please cover me and my collective as we receive these messages today. We only seek messages of your highest vibration, messages that you deem for us to receive. Any evil eye or ill intent energy sent in our direction is immediately blocked to return back to sender times 1,000. Bind it in their energy so they can never harm anyone again. Thank you so much, Father. That was a little bombastic, that was a little loud. Okay. Try to temper these waters a little bit more. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's do one more. One more time for your mind. Okay. Spirit, what does. Okay. Let me get my question together, child. Um, what's our question, collective? Um, the person that's on our mind, what do they want to communicate to collective? The person that's on our mind, right? What do they want to communicate to collective? All right. What do they want to communicate to the collective today? So let's like a quarter of the deck. Try again. What do they want to communicate to the collective? Okay, beautiful. Okay, so these cards have this backing on it, right? This is the card that popped out. So this is a tarot card. Somehow I got mixed up with these cards, and look what card it is. It is the chakra card. So they definitely want you to know that they're getting balanced. They're being worked on. Spirit's working on their chakras right now. So we're taking it. Spirit, what else? Can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about. So yeah, that energy could be really heavy in the energy right now. Uh, if you feel like you're getting thrown emotions or being thrown energy, even if it's from your counterpart, it can be a lot because depending on what kind of relationship you're talking about, whether it's a high level soulmate or a twin flame connection, a lot of those things, particularly with the twin flames, like it's just you. There's just emotions and feelings and anguishes that you just really can't you feel connected to with whomever who to your twin. So every now and again you still have to kind of do the call, where you're just like, spirit, any energy that's around me, please clear it from my proximity, however way you want to word it, really. This energy is not mine, please remove this energy from me and return it to sender. This energy is not mine, please remove it from me and return it to sender. um yeah, that's definitely helped for me. Because my sensitivity will pick up all different types of things that my twin could be going through, and it's gotten to a wear and tear level of just like, all right, we got to go through our separate sort of sections, right, of life. obviously, because it's universal timing. So I need to just release myself from this from time to time. I need to just, either call my energy back to me, and the way to call your energy back to me, um, my energy is mine. I call my energy back to me purified and blessed. My energy is mine. I call my energy back to me purified and blessed. Thank you, Father. Um, those are just some things you just kind of have to do from time to time if you kind of feel yourself being pulled in different directions in a way that you can't see, in a way that nobody can see. It's energetic, and we are in a spiritual war, and a lot of people are fighting and healing and repairing and isolating, um, and so you really have to kind of do your propers to yourself in regards to how you're feeling, right? Because this is what it is. This is what it is. They're saying this is confirmation of everything I just said. I feel you, even though we are apart. So this definitely makes me feel like it's a for a lot of you out there. I am channeling a twin flame connection, but it very well could be a higher level. But I think specifically with twin flame, because those could really be some hurdles um, on all levels. And there's also going to be this sort of natural hurdle, this natural energetic hurdle if people or a person is going through this process of reigniting their chakras. It's a feeling and a process that um, is not an overnight process. It's a process that could definitely just it could just leave you feeling raw. I think I've said this before, or feeling like like a newborn, because you really are on some level like a newborn. And so, but yeah, so this person feels you, and you feel them. And since they're going through a lot and recognizing a lot, there could be a lot of emotions. There could be a lot of anger. There could be a lot of aggression. There could be a lot of sexual energy as well. There could be a lot of uh, like sometimes you could even feel their remorse. You could feel maybe a little anguish toward them, or feel like things are lost, or things could have been this way, things could have been that way. But it's like whatever it is that I don't even see the card of mirroring, but I'm certain a card will pop out in this reading that confirms a type of mirroring. Um, so yeah, they do feel you, even though that you're apart. But in turn, you also feel them, even though you're apart. So be mindful of how you're feeling throughout your day. Don't let those emotions just sit with you, or don't just automatically think it's just you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I know I was a distraction from your pain. This kind of feels like a bit of fiction that this person kind of constructed in their head. I think in actuality, um, I feel like this person likely put a lot of different distractions because they had a pain. And I think there's something about your guys' connection when you guys met, and sort of the duration of that first era of you guys meeting. I mean, this person likely came up with every idea in the book as to why you would result in pain for them. And so I believe that it caused this person to act and receive and kind of move in a way that kept them distracted from the pain that they assumed that you would give to them if they indulged and really moved in the direction of their heart. I believe they told themselves that you would be a distraction, or that you would be pain. And I think, I believe this person found out that whatever it is they chose, or whatever it is that they were dealing in, um, as opposed to, was the true distraction from this. And I feel like this person is now trying to. I hid behind material things. Yeah. So yeah. But what I was saying, this person put distractions in their way when it came to this connection, and as a coping mechanism, as a way to gauge a meter on how deeply they were falling in love. I don't, but you know, this person was going through some things. I mean, they love wasn't really the name of the game, and I think even if they had an idea about love, it just really wasn't what it turned out to be or came out to be anyways. The feeling they encountered once they interacted with you and started to get to know you, um, it was unlike any telling. Maybe it was like a movie, maybe it was like a TV show, but it was nothing like anything that they've seen in person or around them. They likely were like taught, and reared as a person, like just, fuck this love, pardon me, but fuck love. We're about you know these earthly pleasures or finances, right? And you can indulge in the pleasures, but that's secondary, thirdary. But get your money, you need to have this, that, and the third to feel, I don't know, worthy. And so this is another distraction or another thing that this person kind of channeled. Um, that's to not move in the direction that their heart was calling them to move into. Anything else that the collective needs to know? What else? Um, what else does my collective person want to communicate to them? What else does my collective person want them to know? I hid who I really am from you. I hid who I really am from you. Okay. We will be together again. Okay. Let's jump into tarot. Babies. Let's get it. I'm just smiling because look at this. But I haven't shuffled yet. But if it comes back out again, we know it's special. Okay. All right. All right. Let's do. It don't feel right if it's not at least three in my head. Okay. What does the collective need to know from their person? What does the collective need to know from their person? What they want to communicate from the person? What's going on? Well, let's see what's going on with the person today. Spirit, what's going on with the collective's person today? All right. Um, Six of Pentacles. So they could definitely be still dealing with some people that they're still kind of tied to in some way that they have to give to in some way. This could be romantic, this could be familial, this could be anything. But it's looking like two individuals specifically that this person may depend on financially. That it's like it's a cord. It's like a cord that kind of keeps this person occupied. This is what they're focused on, is sort of balancing these finances. By balancing where they're giving to, I do not feel like you're in this picture collective. I do feel like, because you're not a beggar. There's nothing against beggars. Everybody has a place. But you're not a beggar collective. You're not on anybody's ground. Okay. Um, so this makes me definitely think that these are individuals in this person's life that they feel beholden to. Um, okay. It's a secret on every moon. Moon under the bottom. So it's like, I don't know, secret connection, secret binds, secret binds. There's some binding here that they're, oh, where am I? That they're moving away from now. And see how there's like both the moon in both cards. So it's almost like this energy of like same night energy. When I see those cards, when I see cards like that together, it looks like a scene, right? This could okay, yeah, because it's just been burdened. Whatever this person is dealing with, they're moving away from these burdens, these distractions that kept them from taking a leap. The Fool card, I love it. And moving forward, see how it's gonna tell a tale. It's kind of a tale with like the similar backgrounds too. Just it feels very near. It feels very near. But we ask presently what this person is going through. So okay, so I'll take the moon out. Spirit, what's this moon energy about? What's hidden from collective? What's this moon energy about? Moon energy. What's this moon energy? Oh, I put it. Okay. What's this moon energy about? Spirit, what's this moon energy about? What can collective not see with this moon energy? Queen of Wands. It came sideways. It came literally like this. So one of these people could be this Queen of Wands that they're giving to. It could be something that's hidden, hidden from you in some way. I mean, I don't really assume that you're in this person's world, so I don't understand why it would need to be hidden from you. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Um, it, okay, so the Queen of Wands. How's it supposed to be, Spirit? How do you want this to land? Just go sideways, child. So well, she'll do the gangster lane. Um, this could be the person that your counterpart chose. I believe that when it came to this person, it was almost as though they painted themselves a certain way, right? They really wanted badly to paint themselves similar to you because this is really the energy in which this is part of the energy that, yeah, this is part of the energy that your person feels for you. They think that you are the Queen of Wands, amongst other things. They also think that you're the Empress. Like they just think a lot of different things about you. That you feel a lot of different type of roles. They think that you're magical. They think that you have this like bombastic kind of spirit about yourself that's not like loud or takes up space, but it's still so giant. It's still like you could be the quietest person in the room and still people gonna acknowledge you. People gonna just maybe even be looking at you to see what you're gonna do. Um, you could have a strong connection to animals, like cat there. This is a person that understands that like nature is the source, like nature, plants, animals, like all these things like need to be treated of higher quality in order to better all of our lives. Like this is the kind of person that is like, in the reverse, this could be a person that's like looking to control and dominate hell or high water. It doesn't matter who gets burned, it doesn't matter what happens. They'll do it any kind of way. They'll play God. They'll do some dark magic and some to try to control people. Any way they can control someone is what they'll do in the reverse. Is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Um, they have absolutely no like what that term. There's no trust in hoes. You can't trust these hoes, right? Like in the reverse, she spreads her energy around. Jezebel energy spirit for sure. Um, is there a male equivalent for that? There should be a male equivalent for the Jezebel spirit because that shit shows up in male and feminine energy easy. So, anyways, I digress. Um, I think this person, this is how they view you. And I feel like whomever they were with tried really hard to kind of paint this picture that they were as sorry. Just it was funny. It was funny the way it came to me. It was just like this person tried their hardest to kind of paint themselves like you energetically as best they could, as best they knew how. And as good as they could get it was like this. This is as good as they could get it. This is what Spirit said. This is as good as they can get it. Was this. They'll never be this. This is as good as they could do. What is this? Nobody knows. It's just it's just nothing. I ain't gonna say nobody's nothing. I don't know this person. We don't know this person. Maybe you know this person, but it's just like it ain't personal. It's just like if you feel like you have to do all this to impersonate someone or impersonate someone's energy, it just always flops. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be yourself. That's your only strength in this earthly plane. On the earthly plane. On the earthly plane. On the earthly plane. Um. So yeah, this is as best as this person could do. They couldn't come as you in the upright. They tried not to really show their hand that they're in the reverse. And so this is the best they could do. And, this was enough to kind of fool your person. Let me stop. Okay. It was enough to kind of fool your person. Um, but judgment's being called on this. Judgment's being called on all of this. This person's trying to come in like the night that they feel like they want to be for you. After this time of just kind of feeling sorry for themselves, just being like apathetic and like just like what? What have I done? What have I done? They're apathetic about what they chose. Um, but you see, spirit here, I said in the video yesterday, whenever you see these hands that kind of come off from across the card or from the sky or, just from out of nowhere, that's spirit. Spirit's involved. Spirit's offering this person an opportunity if they can just like get out of their victimhood and tears about what they've done and just try to make it better, but this person could very well be going through judgment for the ways in which they judged or placed judgment on you. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? What does my collective person want to communicate? What does my person collective want to communicate? Wait, that's too many. What does my person's collective person want to communicate? What does my person collective want to communicate? What do they want to communicate? Please hold. Okay. They want to communicate they're coming. They want to communicate that they love you. They want to come through very soft and loving with the Nine of Cups. They want to be very charming and charismatic. They really want to tap into, they really want to figure out all the ways to tap into the, I don't want to say it like that. That could be triggering. Is it triggering to me? Is it triggering to you? It could be triggering to me. But they don't want, they really want to see if they can like figure out a way to bring your initial self, the way you initially were with them, kind of back to the surface. And so they really want to come in really gentle and sweet with this Knight of Cups. They do want to communicate that they're single. The lovers. The lovers. They want to communicate they're single and that they choose you. Um, and they definitely had a heartbreak of their own, dealing with what they chose initially. Yeah. It's like whatever third party they put you through, they were put into it. They were put into a third party. It's like even if this person was like in an open relationship and there was sort of like this apparent understanding that like people coming and going, but these are our rules, or um, where we stage others. What do they call that? Primary. I don't know the terms. Um, but like these people can come and go, but we stage others primaries type thing. It's like whatever the idea was that this person was in or into in their situation, ultimately that didn't work. Ultimately, they still found themselves in sort of this sort of third party situation that they've imposed, that they likely tried to impose on you. Um, and I feel like whatever the situation was, it was like that person that they were with showing them that they don't have that type of loyalty for that primary lover that they thought they had. That they don't match that level of loyalty. They don't match that level of can't trust these hoes. Like I mean, it is what it is, and so they're looking to balance this. This is a part of also the chakra card. Like they are healing because they want to repair this. Um, they do think that you inspire them a lot. They do think that you are like an angel. They probably don't have the term for it. But you see this angel that's touching the earth, right? Earth angel. There's something about your energy that just inspires them. You inspire them to keep going, even without, even with the lack of communication, the lack of sort of confirmation. I mean, the lack of confirmation in the ways that we are taught to receive and accept confirmations in a very 3D way. But there's likely all types of like confirmations that you've received, whether you want to accept them or not, that were more 5D, like seeing certain numbers and dates all the time, or seeing like a frequency of like their name, or like things that are specifically connected to them or connected to you guys together. Um, Constant bringing up of like certain cities that you guys connected in. If you moved away from that city, you're probably constantly seeing like just remnants, or just like not remnants, but like reminders of that city, or reminders of that country, or um, just things that just constantly kind of remind you of this person. They feel the same way too, but it's like they're reminded not of how they left. Well, they do think about how they left you, but I think they're more in this mind frame of just who you presented yourself out to be entirely. They really, they really, they really had a lot of suspicion with you, collective, that helped them to rationalize a lot of their actions. But hey, that's a part of the lesson that we learn and grow from. So when it comes back, it's that much stronger and tighter and steel. But I do feel like, this person was very suspicious about your energy. They thought that you were going to put one on them, or deceive them, or just be there for money, or just be there for any other reason outside of them, because that's what they were used to dealing with in people. But yeah, but they knew you were different. But they knew you were different. But it was just too much to calculate. It was just too much to figure out. Sagittarius can be significant as well with the Temperance card. Um, so something has ended. They know it. You know it. They feel like either you put it into something or they put it into something, but it's like it's something has ended and a chapter's closed, but they get concerned about whether your door is closed. Like a chapter's closed, which in theory is like a chapter being closed could literally be an open door for that new world, that new era. But of course, that new world and that new era can't carry the same traits and characteristics of the last era because that's closed. Um, but I wonder if this person is really nervous about, yeah, this person is really nervous about like coming to you. Like they worry that this will be left out in the cold, even like that this new beginning and this sort of closing won't be a start of an open door. And for everybody, it's going to be a different situation based on like what you've been through, what you've gone through. But I think, this person you have a memory of this person leaving you out like this, you know? So for some of you, it can be a little outlandish to assume that you throw a lifeboat for a person that left you like this. But, I feel like a lot of collectives are earth angels where they realize they're not. And so there's a task that our spirit has taken up, whether we realize it or not, when it came to a specific someone. And that someone was something that we could feel from the very beginning from both sides. But the way that we interact, or I guess move and navigate from, you know, that realization that, oh, wow, there's somebody for me, we can all act differently, right? Depending on our traumas, depending on our experiences. Um, but I think despite all that, you likely realize you do love this person unconditionally in the same way they love you unconditionally. But I think from your end collective, you feel like they need to just really talk is cheap, right? This is kind of like it's like this vibe of talk is cheap, and at this point, talk is a game until it's shown, and so that could just be the energy that you're in collective. I think could be making this person real nervous, um, but you know, we wait all this time to be adults, and then we get to be adults, and then we realize how terrified we are of addressing things directly, of expressing ourselves emotionally, of letting people in truly. Um, and it's just it's a little ass backwards. It's like I doubt um, any of us came to Earth for that foolishness, right? But there are lessons that that all of us need to learn, and some of those lessons could be maybe more on the shorter side. Some could be on a little bit on the longer side. If you're dealing with an individual that spent a lot of time getting over on people because of all the years they felt that they could just do what they wanted to do, only the universe and God knows what that karma looks like, what that bill looks like. Um, and so I do think it was important, collective, for you to disassociate or just disconnect. Um, and it doesn't have to necessarily be forever for everybody, Depending on the situation, it can be different for everybody. Um, but yeah, let's get it. Let's see what else is here. Let's see. Gosh, this person wants the new beginning. Ace of Wands, this person, they came out together. Oh, I'll just take them all because they came out together. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I know I did all that talking for something. All that talking, and look what we got. We got the Ace of Swords. So that was the truth. Whatever was said was the truth. And then we got the Ace of Wands, the Tower card, and King of Cups. So King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Also, double Scorpio energy with the Tower card, so that could be significant. Um, two aces on the board. This person is motivated. They're going to come through with this emotion, and it's going to seem like it's out of nowhere. It's going to catch you off guard. Like, you're just like, what are you even saying to me right now? But this person is specifically motivated. I won't say specifically motivated, but their sexual attraction to you is definitely some gas in the tank. It's definitely some motivation in your direction. Um, yeah, and with the King of Cups, with the King or the Queen, whenever you see those cards pop up, that really is the most genuine, mature showing of love that you can find in the cards. Although, when it comes to the King of Cups, that doesn't always mean that this is a love that's like, actively communicated or shown. Well, I won't say shown, but like communicated. It's something that's felt deeply, but it may be something that is also sort of hidden. But with this Tower and this Ace of Wands, it's like whatever. It's been a pile on for the. Okay, so if this person has been denying their emotions for however amount of time, but you could put up to 4 years, 6 years, or more. Um, it's like those waters have just been kind of like I see this like it's like a tank, like a giant tank. However long it's taken for these emotions to like pile on without communicating, without communicating it, I just see like the water just kind of piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up until it just overflows, and that's kind of how I'm seeing this. It's just like this person's emotions are just gonna like overflow on top of themselves. They're gonna just talk about how much they love you and how much they're sorry and how much that you actually motivate them to create. They want a new beginning with you. And that's the truth. Because who are you? The Empress. You're the motherfucking Empress. Sitting on your throne, minding your business, focused on your goals and your own life and your own emotions. Making yourself feel cozy, even in especially in situations where people try to take the coziness out of you in your experience. Um, but you're Empress. So don't let it. They can't even reach you. Whatever it is that anybody's ever tried to throw to you can't even reach you. You can feel it sometimes. Like you can't feel what they intended for them to send to you, whoever these people may be. I am kind of sensing three. Um, I'm kind of sensing three. It could be up to three people. For some reason, I feel like there's people in the mix here. Um, and none of them fit. I don't know. That's the person that just said that. It's like, and none of them fit. None of them's right. None of them is Empress. And so I do feel like whomever is in the audience watching the show of your life, in your partner's life, all they can really do is watch because they can't penetrate whatever they try to throw your way. They can't penetrate. They're not even. You're not even in their vibration. You're not even in their world. They can't reach your world. So it's just like maybe things you hear about, through the grapevine, like, oh, they said that. Oh, okay. Oh, they tried to convince folks of that. Oh, that's sad. I wish them well. Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. Okay. Um, but I do feel like your person wants a reunion with you. Like, yeah, there's three people here, but I do feel like this person genuinely wants a reunion with you, and they're holding on to it. They're holding on to it. They keep it to themselves. They could be keeping holding tight to their finances right now too during this period of time. But it's like mum is the word as far as where their movements are going, what they plan on doing. They're not King of Pentacles. They're not disclosing to anybody because they got a goal in mind here. They want to come through unlike they've come through before for you. They want to come through secure. They want to come through mighty. They want to come through dependable. They want you to know and feel like they're dependable. That that your heart is safe in their grasp. You know, is actually they're actually safe. Um, that you're actually safe in their presence. Um, yeah, so they're definitely working on their finances because they feel like they have to. It's important for them to come through secure. But you know, there's some fuckery in the mix here with the Five of Swords. What's this fuckery? Oh, King of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the High Priestess. Okay. So we got two kings on the board. So, you know, collective. I don't know if you have options. I don't know if you got like, you know, a King of Pentacles rolling through and a King of Wands rolling through. And you're gonna be the one to have to decide. Um, yeah, it could be that. This could also denote a same sex pairing when you have two kings or two queens. Uh, so that could be that as well. But if it's not a same sex situation, then collective, my divine feminine. And this is like, you know, this is masculine energy. So any of my collective that finds themselves attracted to masculine energy could have some options here. There's some options here. There's some people vying for you. It looks like a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles is trying to figure out um, who they got to, I don't know, backstab or defeat in order to bring this love beginning, this Ace of Cups, to reunite for this Ace of Cups with you. Or this could all represent one person as well. That's another option. This could represent like a one person. It's just how their energies are sort of showing themselves at this point in time. Um, and either they got done, or either somebody got over on them, or they got over on a group of people. Yeah, it don't feel like anything to do with you. This has nothing to do with your collective. This feels like it's in this person's world. Hmm. I mean, it could be either or. Like these could be two different people, or they could be one person, and this is what they feel like they have to. Let's get a clarifier here. It's something about, you know, you're gonna know though. You're gonna know. It's like either you know or you're going to know um, through your intuition what's the right move, who these individuals are, what their game is, what their intentions are. You're gonna know. You're gonna know what the high priestess. And if ever you feel confused about it, Spirit wants you to channel in. Look at that star card. Spirit wants you to channel on in. If you ever feel a little lost, a little confused about, oh, wait, my vision's a little hazy. Which direction? Who is this person? Who are they? Do they mean me? Do they mean me harm? Do they mean me love? Do they mean me, consistent, everlasting love? Everlasting love, I'm gonna show you an everlasting love. Shout out Khan. Um, hmm. This could also denote that I'm speaking to my oracles. Illuminate the oracle here with the high priestess card here. So this person knows you're very intuitive. This person knows that you're connected. This person likely knows that this person could feel like you just know their every step, even though they're not communicating, even though you're not in their world. They kind of just feel like since you are different, that there's just things that you just know because they know that you're otherworldly. There's just otherworldliness about you. You're the star. You're this person's star, and your energy has healed them. It's been very healing to them, and it's helping them transition into their next eras and to kill and burn whatever was in the past. Okay. Oi! All right, let's wrap this up. Let's do my cards, and we'll kind of just see what last messages. Um, this kind of went. This kind of went a little bit, but hey, sometimes it be like that. Sorry, I try to make these shorter. But we'll be talking. I'll be talking. And now my laptop is not going to be charged, so we really got to get this going and wrapped up. All right. So, last messages, Spirit. What last messages does my collective person want to communicate for this reading? You're burnt out, baby. Relax, recharge, reassess. Relax, recharge, and reassess. You may be burnt out. So you may be burnt out, or your person's burnt out. They need to relax, recharge, and reassess. You guys could be mirroring this energy to each other, but definitely take your time to just relax and just unplug from everything. It's so important from everything because things are becoming a lot more intrusive energetically and spiritually. Somebody is dealing with a guilty conscience very heavily right now, guilty conscience and guilty thoughts, but new opportunities abound. So keep your eyes open. There's no opportunities. Head it your way, baby. Spirits got you. They want to gift you what you are owed for all of your great deal of patience and just your care with people. Sometimes that care um, can flop on you, can play you, and you charge it to the game, and you don't send no ill will out to anybody. And Spirit has known that the entire time. Um, and you're a trailblazer. Something else that fell, but I think. Okay. Somebody wants to know, do you think about me anymore? Do you think about me anymore? Last message. Soul contracts. All right. Generational wealth. Fuck what they feel. All right, my collective. Peace and love. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your energy. Call your energy back to you, or send that energy back to where it came from if it doesn't feel like you. Until next time, please like, subscribe.